Hello, welcome. My name is Julia. Today I have a 40-minute energizing Vinyasa flow for you today. So we're going to be focusing on building heat in the body, moving that prana, that energy through the body. So especially if you're feeling like your energy is blocked or that you're feeling sluggish at all, like this is a great way to kind of get moving, get the blood flowing, get moving with the breath. So we're going to just be moving through various different postures, and I will give adaptations for those postures. If you'd like to have yoga blocks handy, go ahead and grab some yoga blocks or sturdy books that you can use. Everything that I show you today is a suggestion, so please do what's best for your body. If anything does not feel right, feel free to take any other posture you like. And so as we just follow through, I invite you to really focus on getting that energy moving. And so we're going to start here seated on the mat, maybe crossing that right leg in front of the left. Maybe making contact here on the thighs with the hands, maybe noticing any heat, kind of maybe even rubbing your hands, maybe generating some heat, get some movement, maybe even rubbing the hands together. And then kind of bringing those hands back down to the thighs here. We'll start maybe taking some ujjayi breath. And so some ocean breath. Maybe just a few rounds of this. Just kind of creating a little constriction in the back of the throat here. Maybe bringing the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Mouth is closed. You're going to inhale and exhale through the nose, creating that ocean sound with your breath. You just take 5 more breaths like this if this feels good to you. Take a nice deep inhale, returning to the natural rhythm of the breath. Sigh it out. Maybe begin to move from side to side. Just allow that energy to start flowing. Just moving those arms a little bit. Just going to go through a little seated flow here. Inhale, bringing the arms up, maybe following with your gaze. Exhale, hand comes to the right, bending over to the left. Nice deep inhale, exhale. Bending over to the right and then to the left. And coming back through center. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, coming back up through center, switching out the crossing of the legs. We're just going to repeat that little flow. Inhale, lifting the arms up overhead. Exhale, bending to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, bending to the left. Inhale, coming back up through center. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, coming through center. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale, maybe bringing those hands down behind the hips, pressing in through the palms. Shine the chest forward. Maybe gaze up towards the ceiling, stretching through the front body. Deep breath in. Exhale, maybe walk those hands forward. Take a little fold here. Maybe kind of rounding through the spine, taking a couple little dynamic movements here. Then as you're ready, slowly roll up. We're going to meet on our hands and knees, tabletop, coming through a couple rounds of cat and cow here. So knees stacked under the hips, wrists stacked underneath the shoulders. Taking a nice deep inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding that back, drawing the navel into the spine. And then go ahead and repeat. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding the spine. Taking 3 more rounds here on your own breath. Feel free to add in any dynamic movement as you go through these cat and cows. And as you're ready, maybe just kind of barrel rolling from side to side here in this tabletop position, going both directions, getting some movement through the spine here. Then as you're ready, finding stillness, take a nice deep breath in, lifting that right leg. And as you exhale, bring the knee to nose. Inhale, lifting the leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lifting the leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Nice deep breath in, return that right leg down to the mat. Exhale. We'll take the left side. Nice deep breath in, lifting that left leg. Exhale, the knee to nose. Inhale, lifting that left leg. Exhale, the knee to nose. Inhale, once more on your own breath here, and then return to center there. We're just going to take a moment here to walk forward into puppy pose, bringing that forehead down to the mat or to a block. Take just a second to really stretch through the back of the shoulders, the arms. Nice deep breath in. Allowing that breath to energize you. And as you're ready, taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling into a Sphinx pose here. Coming onto the belly. Taking a couple of nice deep breaths, maybe nodding the head up and down, moving the neck from side to side. And then as you're ready, coming down onto the mat, onto your belly, maybe gently laying your head on the mat. Maybe your right cheek is on the mat right now. You're going to bring your hands down by your sides. So we're going to bring our hands down by our sides here. We're going to take a couple rounds of locust pose. So we're going to take an inhale, lifting the head and the chest and the legs. Exhale down. Maybe bringing that left cheek to the mat. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale down, right cheek to the mat. And then just take a couple more rounds of this on your own breath. As you're ready, we're going to meet here on the mat, bringing those hands underneath the shoulders, tucking your elbows back towards the back of the room, taking a nice deep inhale here, coming to a cobra stretch. Stretching to the front side of the body and coming back down. This time, tucking your toes, maybe pressing up to a plank position. Keep a soft bend in the elbows. Keep your eyes gazing towards the top of your mat. One long line down the spine. Hold that here for just a moment, feeling maybe some fire building near the belly, near the core. Energizing through. Option here also to take this from your knees. Nice deep breath. As you're ready, coming back down to the belly. Take a nice deep breath in here, baby cobra or full cobra. Maybe taking a vinyasa, coming back down to the mat, tucking your toes and lifting up into downward facing dog. So from here, keeping those hands pressed firmly into the mat, wrap your biceps in towards the ears, drawing those shoulder blades down the back. Maybe keeping a nice soft bend in the knees here. Pedaling out your feet, maybe taking a little motion. So from our downward facing dog, we're going to take a little bit of dynamic movement here. Inhale, lifting that right leg high, open up the hip. Inhale down, exhale down, Inhale, lifting the left leg high, opening up the hip. Deep breath in, exhale down. Nice work here. We're going to take another deep inhale, lifting that right leg high. As you exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Inhale, right leg high. Bring the knee to the right elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Cross your body, bringing the knee to the left elbow. Another big inhale. Exhale down. Feel free to take a break at any time if you need to here. You can also do this from a tabletop position as well. Inhale, lifting that right or left leg high. Exhale, coming knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Knee to the right elbow. And inhale that leg high. And exhale that foot back down. And once more, lifting that right leg high. We're going to exhale, bringing that hand or that foot between the hands, coming into a low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Maybe lifting up in the arms, spreading those fingertips wide and taking a back bend here. Exhale, maybe bring the hands to the center. Bring your left elbow to the outside of the right thigh, maybe twisting open here. Hands can stay at prayer, or you can lift the arms open here. Take a nice deep breath in as you exhale. Bring those hands back to your heart. Coming back down to a runner's lunge, lifting that back knee here. Take a moment here, maybe just kind of move a little bit, dynamic movement. And as you're ready, stepping that right leg back to plank, either here in this full plank or on the knees. Then we're going to pivot into a side plank, opening up to the right side first. So here we have side plank. Feel free also to make a little kickstand here with that knee. Just taking that side plank, maybe if it feels okay, kind of sweeping that left arm underneath, then opening up. Big inhale, sweeping that arm underneath. Exhale, opening up. One more time. Exhale, coming back to plank, either on the toes or on the knees. Hold here for a breath. And then maybe take a vinyasa or meet in downward facing dog. So we'll come through that cycle on the other side. Inhale, lifting that left leg high. Exhale, bringing the foot between the hands, gently lowering that right knee. And then coming in for Anjaneyasana, low lunge, maybe a little back bend here. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Maybe hooking that right elbow on the outside of the left thigh here. Twisting into that prayer twist, or opening up the arms if you like. Sending energy through the fingertips. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming back to center. Plant your palms on the mat. Lift that right knee, runner's lunge. Take a moment here, meet me in a plank position, and then take that side plank, opening up to the left. Feel free to kind of stagger your feet here or make a little kickstand for yourself with that left knee. One side may feel different than the other. That's totally okay. And maybe sweeping that left arm underneath, opening up, right arm underneath, opening up. Nice deep breath in, exhale down, coming through a plank, either on your toes or on your knees here. Maybe coming down through a vinyasa, cobra, or upward facing dog. Inhale, exhale to downward facing dog. Wonderful. So we are going to come back up to standing here. Take a nice deep breath in, looking towards your hands. Step or jump those feet up to the hands. Coming into a forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, coming all the way up. Exhale, maybe bring your hands to heart center or to your side. We're going to go through 3 rounds of sun salutation A. So follow along here. I will explain this first one. I'll move through a little slower to explain here. You have a couple options. Inhale, lifting the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, folding, planting the palms, coming back either to tabletop or all the way down to your belly. So if you're in tabletop, you'll take on your next in-breath a cow pose, or from your belly, taking a cobra. Exhale down, coming to downward facing dog. And from table, you can just come into a downward facing dog from tabletop as well. Take 3 breaths here. Look towards the top of the mat, towards your hands. You can jump or step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting up all the way, root to rise, and hands come to heart center or out at your sides. So we will go ahead and take 2 more of these, kind of following your breath here, taking whatever variation works for you. Feet about hip width distance apart, soft bend in the knees. Roll those shoulders down the back. Inhale, lifting the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold, nice generous bend in the knees here. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, planting the palms, coming down either through table or through cobra. Taking a cobra here or cow pose. And then coming down into downward facing dog. Pressing back into those hips. Taking a couple dynamic movements here if you want to. And looking towards your hands, walk or hop up to the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. And bring your hands to heart center or at your side. One more sun salutation here on your own breath. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Plant those palms. Stepping back for cobra. Downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Look to your hands, walk or hop up to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a moment to really feel that breath moving, that blood pumping through the veins here, that energy moving take a moment just to check in, maybe reset. We're going to start here, moving into the next part of our flow. So taking a nice deep breath in, the arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, stepping through tabletop or plank and coming into a downward facing dog. So from here, on your next in-breath, lifting that right leg high. Exhale, bring that feet between the hands, runner's lunge here. We are going to come open up into a warrior two. Just planting down, rooting down through that left heel. Those left toes are turned slightly inward here, bending in to that right knee, keeping that pelvis aligned with the shoulders here. Arms are out to the side, gazes over those right fingertips. Flip your palm, inhale, exhale, reverse warrior. Another inhale coming through center, exhale, extended side angle, bringing your forearm to the right thigh, bringing that left arm up and over, bicep to ear. Maybe here even opening up in the chest a little more, expanding back if you want. Inhale, coming back through center, exhale into a warrior two. We're going to shorten our stance a little bit, straighten up into a triangle stance here. Grabbing onto a block if you like, towards in front of the foot here. Taking a nice deep breath in, arms are out to the side. Exhale, bringing that hand either to the block, to your shin, or even to the floor, depending on your range of motion. Taking a nice deep breath in and out. Maybe gazing up towards the fingertips, sending energy up through your feet all the way out to the fingertips. Inhale, coming back up to center, perhaps if you like, taking a half moon pose, either with your hand on the floor or with a block, lifting that left leg. Inhale and exhale down, coming back up through a warrior two, reverse, coming back down to that runner's lunge. We're gonna meet in a plank here on our knees or our toes. Option to take a vinyasa, coming through up dog or cobra, and then into downward facing dog. Always an option to skip the vinyasa and meet me in downward facing dog if you like. Inhale, lifting the left leg high. Exhale, bringing the left foot between the hands. Runner's lunge. Inhale, stepping up through a warrior two, exhale. So you're planting down into that right heel here. Right toes are turned like a 45-degree angle there. You have that bend in that left knee. Taking that nice deep breath in. Flip your palm, reverse warrior. Coming into side angle, bringing that left forearm to the left thigh. Right arm up and over, bicep to ear. Inhale, coming back up through warrior two. Maybe shorten your stance a little bit, coming to triangle pose. Grabbing that block, taking a nice deep breath in, bending to the side, the hand comes to the mat or to a block, keeping a soft bend in your knees, gazing up towards your left or your right fingertips. If you like here, coming into a half moon pose, maybe either holding onto a block or with your hand on the mat. If you're near a wall, you can always kind of hold onto the wall. And as you're ready, coming back down, coming up through a warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill the arms down through a runner's lunge. Option here to step back into plank and take a vinyasa, or meet in downward facing dog. Excellent. We're going to move through another few standing postures here. Taking a moment to kind of reset. Feel that energy moving. Take a nice deep breath in. Lifting that right leg high. Exhale, step the feet foot in between the hands, coming into a high lunge. So your left heel is lifted here. You're in this high lunge. Taking a nice deep breath in, twisting towards your right leg here. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, come to center. Lift the arms. Exhale, cactus the arms, maybe taking a little back bend. Inhale the arms up. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to cactus the arms and bend into that left knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, cactus arm, bend into the left knee. Inhale, straighten. A couple more of those on your own. Feeling that fire building up in the body. Take a nice deep breath in, maybe bringing your hands to heart center, pressing into that right foot, that right heel, rooting through all four corners of the feet, taking a warrior three. Be nice and steady here. If you're near a wall, so you have a wall right here, you can always reach out and hold on to that wall for stability. Great option there, or if you have a chair nearby your mat, you can hold on to. And as you're ready, maybe option here to bring your hands to the mat, your fingertips to the mat, or even hands onto blocks. Take standing split here. Nice deep breath. Rooting through that right foot. Inhale. Exhale. Gently lowering that left foot down. Really rooting into your feet, coming into that high lunge position again. This time maybe lifting the arms up overhead, bringing that right arm in front here, bringing that left arm underneath, coming for eagle arms here. And then option here also to press into that right foot, balancing on that right leg, bringing the left leg around for eagle. Maybe sitting back, holding that eagle pose, focusing on a drishti point in front of you, focus point that's not moving, holding steady. Great work, feeling that energy in your body holding you up. Nice deep breath in, coming back up, uncrossing the legs, stepping back through a high lunge, bringing those arms back up high. Exhale, down. Again, option here to take a vinyasa or meet me in downward facing dog. From here, downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Catch up with your breath. Take a nice deep breath in, lifting that left leg high. Exhale, bringing that leg through the hands, foot through the hands. We're going to come into that high lunge on the other side. Breathing nice and deep here, twisting towards the left, maybe opening the arms here. Inhale, maybe bring your hands through heart center, send your hands up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale up. This time as you cactus the arms, we're going to bend into that right knee. Inhale up. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Just a couple more. And coming back to center, maybe bringing those hands back to your heart, rooting through that left foot, all four corners of the feet. Shift your weight onto that left foot, coming into a warrior three. Again, option here to use a wall if it's nearby, or a chair to hold on to. Anything you need there, helping with balance. Really just focusing on breathing into that standing leg, supporting you here. And again, option here to take a standing splits. Bringing your fingertips to the mat here, Your hands to the mat, even blocks if you need to. Again, this is just an option. If this does not feel good, feel free to stay in that warrior 3 or to come out of the pose at any time. Taking a nice deep breath in, gently lower that right foot. So you exhale, stepping back up into that high lunge. Nice deep breath in, bringing that left arm in front. Bringing that right arm under and around for eagle arms here. And option to take eagle pose, finding your drishti ahead, and then maybe stepping onto that left foot, pressing into that left foot, and wrapping that right leg around. Eagle pose here. If you need to bring those right toes to the mat, feel free to do that. Gently shifting back on the hips, focusing on your drishti, coming into eagle, finding stability through that standing leg, feeling the energy flowing from up through the feet, through the crown of the head. Nice deep inhale, gently lift up, unwinding the legs, coming back into that high lunge, undoing the arms here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Stepping back through plank. Optional vinyasa, chaturanga to up dog or cobra. And then taking downward facing dog. From this downward facing dog, we're going to come into a pigeon pose. Half pigeon. So bringing your right leg up, bringing that knee through to meet the right wrist. Extending that left leg back. And feel free here to take a block underneath your hip, underneath your glute here, to kind of stabilize yourself. Option to stay here up on the hands if you like, or coming down to the forearms. Coming all the way down, bringing your forehead to the mat or to a block. Just want to take a moment, get into the hips here, kind of let ourselves soak in the effects of all that energy we just built. Focusing on the breath, nice and steady. Pressing up onto the hands, take a nice deep breath in, maybe removing that block. So you exhale, sliding that right knee back, and maybe meeting in another downward facing dog to come into pigeon on the other side. You can also come into this from tabletop, lifting that left leg, bringing that left knee to meet the left wrist, sliding that right leg down, maybe supporting yourself with a block underneath the hip there, the glute, maybe bringing a block underneath the forehead here. Inhale, coming back up through center. Maybe moving your blocks out of the way. Move that left knee back to meet the right. Coming through tabletop and meeting in a child's pose just for a moment, just to kind of center here. Taking some nice deep breaths. Noticing maybe the temperature of the breath as it travels through the nose into the lungs and out. And as you're ready, taking all the time you need, coming up to a seated position, we'll take a little twist here. So seated twist if your legs are crossed, bringing that right leg over the left here. Then maybe just hugging on that knee, twisting over to the right. Inhale back through center, switching out your legs, bringing that right leg down to the mat, crossing that left leg over, maybe hugging that left knee towards your chest, looking out over the left shoulder. Inhale, coming back to center, maybe bringing those feet out in front of you. Maybe walking those hands back a little bit, turning those fingertips in towards the hips, maybe leaving those feet on the mat. Option here to take a couple rounds of reverse tabletop. So again, a nice deep breath in, lifting the hips, lifting the gaze. Exhale down. Inhale, lifting the hips. Maybe staying here for another breath. Big breath in, exhale down. And then take one more if you like. Nice deep breath in. Exhale down. Maybe straightening out the legs, walking the hands forward, taking a little forward fold. Your legs can be slightly bent here. Bringing that nose to the knees. Gently, slowly coming back up. We'll meet down on the mat, on our backs. Taking just a moment here to center, and then maybe lifting those knees up. Excuse me. Lifting those knees up. Making an L shape here, and then maybe taking some toe taps, starting with the right foot and the left, and just kind of tapping out the toes, noticing as you pull those knees back towards the belly, that creates a little sensation there in the core. Breathing in, out, switching those legs. Then as you're ready, bring those feet back to the mat, maybe windshield wiper the legs back and forth. Get ready here to take a bridge pose. Coming down onto our backs. Our knees are bent, feet on the mat. Take a moment here just to breathe and center. Maybe bringing those hands down by the hips. Taking a nice deep breath in, lifting the hips. Exhale. Hold here. Always an option to place a block underneath the hips if you like, and stay there for a little bit. If you like to take a block underneath the hips, feel free to do that. If you're doing this dynamic movement here with the bridge, inhale, lifting the hips, exhale down. Inhale, lifting the hips, exhale, hold. For a few breaths, again, you can place a block underneath the tailbone. Nice deep breath in and lower down. Option to rest here or take one more bridge cycle, or if it's in your practice today, taking a wheel pose, bringing your hands up by the face. Show you again, kind of bringing your hands here over by the ears, lifting up, pressing into wheel pose. And just an option if that's in your practice today. A nice deep breath in, coming down very slowly. And rest on the mat. Maybe hugging those knees into the chest, rocking back and forth, rocking side to side. We're cooling down a little bit here. We're going to take a supine twist next before we come into Shavasana at the end. And so going ahead and gently bringing those knees down to the right. Feel free here to bring your knees to a block, to rest on a block or to rest a block in between. You can have your hands out to the side or cactus arms. You can be gazing out over your opposite shoulder or gazing up towards the ceiling, whatever works best for you. Breathing in to the spine. Inhale, maybe bringing those knees up through center, taking your block with you here if you have a block between the knees, dropping them over to the left side, maybe gazing out over your right shoulder. Inhale, coming up through center. Maybe taking any final movements before coming into Shavasana if you like, hugging the knees to the chest. Maybe taking a happy baby, hands to the feet, bending the knees, feet towards the sky. Just an option here, whatever feels best for you. Feel free. Take any final movements. We're going to come into Shavasana for a few minutes here. Just taking this time of integration to just reflect on the practice today and just take a moment to relax. As you're ready, coming down to the mat in whatever Shavasana shape you would like. Feel free to bring those feet to the edges of the mat and let the knees fold in together. Feel free to rest on your back with your legs extended. You may even like to lay on your belly or on your side. Find what is most comfortable for your body. I invite you to just begin to focus on the breath. Maybe softly soften your gaze or close your eyes if you like, knowing that I will guide you out when we are done. invite you to stay in your Shavasana as long as you like. But if you are ready to move out of this practice and on to the next, then feel free to begin to wiggle your toes and fingers, inviting gentle movement to the body. Maybe fluttering open your eyes if they were closed. Maybe softly rolling over to the left or the right in the fetal position. Preparing to make your way up to a comfortable seat. We'll close out practice together. As you are ready, meeting me here at your seat, maybe taking your hands together at your heart in Anjali Mudra. Acknowledging yourself, sending gratitude to yourself today for coming to your mat to practice. We'll take a couple of big deep breaths, feeling that energy that we've just created, warming the entire body. Nice deep breath in. Sigh it out. Once more. Nice deep breath in. Sigh it out. Maybe bringing your hands up to the space between the eyes. The light, the love, and the teacher in me sees and honors the light, love, and teacher in you. Thank you for practicing with me.